you want an exposure to a market or an
Everything they need in one place.
Be the world's foremost authority on
Individuals, advisors and institutions.
Hello and welcome to the Morningstar series, Why Should I Invest With You? I'm Emma Wall and here with me today is Charlie Thomas, manager of the Jupiter Ecology Fund. Hello Charlie.
Hi.
So I thought we'd kick off by talking about the oil price. It's going down. It has been going down for some time. This is bad news for a lot of fund managers, but is this presenting opportunities for you?
It's interesting. It's an interesting question. A lot of people perceive that with the oil price going down, it's going to have an impact, particularly into those sectors that we look at, such as renewables and energy efficiency. Interesting enough, what you've got to understand is that the oil price is not necessarily driving the power price, and actually the gas prices have been much less affected. That is actually a good thing for the renewable sector, and actually if we find sentiment falling away in some of the renewable energy sectors, then actually it could be a bonus for the sector, and we would look to actually increase our position to those sectors.
So contrary to perhaps understanding, renewables have been, share prices have been going down as well as oil prices.
Yes, it's more of a sentiment issue. And we recognise much less affected than the oil companies per se, but there is a sentiment sort of run across. But actually for us that presents, as I said, presents buying opportunity, and we're looking quite proactively at the moment into the sector.
Absolutely, pick up things as they're a bit cheap.
Exactly right.
And where perhaps are the other opportunities at the moment within the sort of ethical ecology sector?
Yeah, and what we're seeing actually, funny enough, as we come to the year end, is a lot happening in the policy debate. This is an area actually which has been quite subdued for the last couple of years, but I would point to some very important conferences, particularly in 2015, and notably in Paris in November time, which is the big climate change debate. Here we've seen a huge amount of progress from where we stood about a year ago. And in fact, we've seen what we believe a very important deal between China and the US in terms of cooperating more openly around climate change. Now, that's very important for the sector and global emissions generally, because they account for over half the global emissions.
And I think these things, sometimes the fear is that you're just playing lip service to the promises, to the intentions. But as global growth has improved, they are in a position to actually do something about it.
They are, and I think there's another feature which is also playing into hand. I think a lot of people have a preconceived idea that it's kind of environmental choice versus the economic choice. It's one or the other. Actually, that's increasingly not the case, we're finding. That actually, in the instances of energy efficiency, water saving, and indeed some of the renewables, the environmental choice can also be the economic choice. And if that continues and persists, actually that's a very good driver for the whole sector over the next few years.
And the companies that you're investing in, do they have exposure to this kind of market? Are they very UK-centric? Are they global? Are they able to capture those promises that China are making?
Yes, we've always taken a very global approach to investing around environmental companies. And very much the Ecology Fund is focusing on companies providing solutions to the environmental challenges. So we're very much kind of geared into that opportunity. And we see a multitude of opportunities, certainly the growth in the emerging markets over the longer term, and indeed dealing with old and aging infrastructure in Europe and North America, both present good opportunities.
Charlie, thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is Emma Wall for Morningstar. Thank you for watching.